Jelly Spoons. We are back. It's been a little while. I'm sorry. I'll be honest. Part of it is that I'm really, really busy, and then part of it is, my God, this game definitely is a slow burn. Holy crap! Like I do that when it came to. This is very loud. Back off. I do that when it came to the Trails games, but oh my God! Like I swear, we've been walking around for 2 hours just seeing the city. Holy crap! And then the other thing, I'm not going to focus on this too much, but. For those of you that have been around for a while, unfortunately one of my cats did pass away, and that definitely, like, killed any interest I had in, like, seeking out fun other places. I'm still a little bit down, but I'm starting to make a recovery, and I'm not going to focus on it too terribly much. Hopefully, maybe, potentially. Okay, so we've been through here. I think we've seen the whole city now. I don't disagree with what he's saying. Like, a guy in a suit looks fucking good. Like, but I don't know why you would just say that to a random stranger. Hello. What? Get out of the way. Excuse me? Walk around, asshole. No one tells me to get out of the way. Who the fuck does he think he is? I don't think we've been to the library yet. I do think we've hit all of the regions now. There's a lot of books. Who would have thought writing a thesis could be this difficult? I was a novel back before I started my thesis. I'll be reading and relax during my downtime. Now it's just gathering dust. Back Alley, Dr. Glynn, Chapter 1. Wait, can I actually read it? I always loved books like things like this. Items. Is this, I'm assuming this is like a non-fiction thing, not like a, like travel guide? Nemeferia, the principality of the beautiful north, was renowned across Zemuria for its advanced medical care. Its modern, well-funded hospitals attracted skilled doctors from a multitude of countries, and its cutting-edge medical technology was developed by specialists of the finest manufacturers the principality had to offer. However, despite how brilliantly this nation's medical excellence showed, it concealed a dark side as well. Implementation of orbital technology had been put off for years in the poorer downtown district. As a result, it lacked not only the quality of life, but the level of hospital care that the principality was so known for. Deep in this quiet, run-down area, where the already chilly region's wind seemed to bite with a pronounced sting, stood only a single clinic. 40-year-old building's age was apparent, but with a glance at the dilapidated exterior, did a thorough job of extinguishing any hope of finding a decent general practitioner within. On this particular day, silhouettes of 2 people could be seen through its dirty, cracked windows. 1 million Mira! Shouted an older man. His eyes hysterically darted across the sea of zeros that flooded his bill. Was out a large man in his mid-30s, sporting an unkempt beard that perfectly accentuated his apathetic demeanor. Few would recognize this massive, muscular figure as a doctor, not for the filthy frayed lab coat he wore. Ah, my bad. Got that number wrong, didn't I? After answered a low voice, took a bill for the older man, quickly scribbled an extra 0 at the end. Seeing the price jump by a tenfold in an instant, the old man's face changed from an anxious pale to a furious shade of red just as quickly. You dirty swindler! These treatment costs are ridiculous! I refuse to pay this! And indeed, it's far beyond what any legitimate doctor was illegally allowed to charge for medical services. But watching the outraged old man sputter and curse, I couldn't help but laugh. Something tells me you've got more than enough mirrors sitting around. Hard to say if any of it's clean, but I'll still accept it. Kind man that I am. The patient was a corrupt politician. His infamy boistered by unending rumors surrounding the bribery and tax evasion. He had come by the doctor that day with 3 bullets in his body. It was apparent by his choice of physician, Polish had led himself in some manner of serious trouble. Trouble that would ruin his reputation if his wounds had become publicly known. As this particular doctor had extracted the bullets, in secret however, standard surgery costs had been bolstered by a few additional fees to ensure his silence. Figured there'd be more than fair price in exchange for one's life. Doctor said it with a calm tone, only barely concealed by the threat behind his words. However, this simply served to provoke the old man even further. In a rage, he drew in a concealed orbital gun and thrust at the doctor's back. Dr. Unperturbedly continued smiling. Oh, well, as your physician, I feel I should advise you. Treatment isn't quite complete just yet. The bullet in me, I certainly won't be able to take the last one out. He turned and pointed his finger at the old man's stomach. When his hand over the spot the doctor indicated, the old man felt a jolt of pain, feeling horror so lodged under his skin. The doctor intentionally left the last bullet untouched. Realizing the position he was in, the old man slowly lowered his gun, a look of pain defeated on his face. I trust this clears up the issue of the bill, then. As anger left the old man's eyes, all remained was fear. Shortly after the doctor finished the surgery. Okay, but yeah, can't he just still not pay at that point? The doctor's name was Glenn. Despite being an exceptionally talented doctor, he was unaffiliated with any of the hospitals in the principality. Known as the back alley doctor, he did everyone from politicians to illegal immigrants to murderers, and at outrageous prices in return for his secrecy. Days later, Glenn sat in the worn-down chair, as absently at the suitcase containing 10 million Mira delivered to his clinic. He gazed through the window and started the heavy drops of rain splashing against the pane. It's uncommon to get such a laden raindrops in the cold northern climate of Ramaferia. Really no clients will be showing up today of all days, but himself as sheets of water began pounding on his window in the dim light. But pardon me? A voice behind him snapped one of his thoughts. He turned to see a nurse in the hallway of his dilapidated clinic. Yeah, I saw that. Mark the Witch of the Deep Forest on the shelf. Okay, I'm not reading every book in here. I'm sorry. I'll read that one because it's like a collectible that we'll be able to pick up as time goes by. Ah, but this is part 1, isn't it? Shit. Once upon a time, in a certain farming village, lived a boy named Mark. Mark's father was an adventurer, and whenever he came home, he would tell grand stories of the places he had visited. Mark respected his father and retold the other children in the village of his father's stories as well. While living in such a remote village, adventure stories were very exciting. Everyone took a liking to Mark's stories. On one such occasion, Mark began such a tale. Today, I want to tell you about the witch that my father met. North of Mark's village lies a great forest where the witch is said to dwell. Father told me he had met with a witch and deep within the forest. Children imagine what the witch looked like, what magic she would use. As Mark faithfully answered each in turn, but one boy suddenly declared, all your stories are lies. They gotta be. This boy, Ron, was known to be a bit of a bully. He would always look for faults in the stories Mark told, and Mark always got mad when his credibility of his father's adventures was disputed. There's no way my dad would lie about this. Oh yeah? Then show us the witch. Bring her here. Ron grinned. Mark grabbed hold of Ron, two being a scuffle, and the attention of some nearby adults who broke up the fight. Grabbed him and settled Mark's anger at not. That night, Mark mulled over his words and the reaction of that day and made up his mind. He would not stay quiet. He would show Ron. He would show that his beloved father was not a liar. Fetch the torn cloak his father had left behind, put a loaf of bread in his backpack, and rush out of the house. I'll find the witch and bring her back. That'll show Ron who's a liar around here. Relying only on the adventurous spirit he inherited from his father, Mark ran towards the forest in the dead of night. The forest was eerie. Every tree rustled as the wind blew. Okay, I think I have to slow this down a bit. The shadowy forest was eerie. Every tree rustled as the wind blew. Far in the distance, the sounds of howling monsters could be heard at times. Mark trembled as he continued. As his father's story went, which would have a small hut somewhere deep in the forest. And no matter how much Mark explored, he saw no signs of it. His journey bursted with energy, but his pace slowed as he became more tired. Eventually, he found himself lost. I wonder if the witch even really exists. Mark began losing faith and being more tired and lost. Is something wrong? Startled, Mark turned to face the sudden voice. There had been nothing there moments ago, but now he said black-robed girl. She appeared to say maybe to Mark. Yeah, okay, less older voice than that then. Yet Mark did not know any kids from his village that looked like her. Who are you? Mark stammered. It's very strange the girl would be out of here this late at night. I'm Anna. I'm a witch who lives in the forest. Oh, interesting. So as you come back, you can just look there to find out if there's anything new. Cool, cool, cool. Good morning. Welcome to the City Crossbow Library. I ran as a late shift today, so I'm here by myself. Okay, and I definitely saw stairs. Okay, this looks like just like a glossary. Yeah, I'm not reading the glossary of everything in this place. I'm sorry. I already know it, and that feels like super boring. So this is basically, yeah, the... Oh, hello? Then, the goddess shined a robe down from the sky. That light spread across the whole wide world. Most guests surprised at what they were seeing. Another one! Please read one more! And then this just goes back to the place we started, right? Yep, Central Square, thought so. Good morning. I see all citizens of Crossbell. I have 37 mirrors to my name. Okay, this is the City Hall. Oh, interesting. And there's the CPD. So that's where we're going. But let me at least look in City Hall. Make sure I investigate everything. That's very important. Holding the information on the cheapest apartments? For sure, I'm sure it'll be more than useful for you. Oh, I wasn't aware this existed. What a relief. Do you mind if I borrow one and read through it? But I'd be careful with cheaper apartments if I were you. Hello again. Not at all. There's our little dancer trying. Yep, she's trying to get an apartment. Didn't we just see her not too long ago? Yeah, something tells you we'll see more of her in the future. Okay, don't try the door to the mayor's office. Are you crazy? I think I'll do some cleaning. Today I'll start with the reception hall. A lot to do around here, you know? See, that's the better way of handling it. Be like that. There's no reason to go in there. So, remember those seedy downtown apartments? Real quick, I'm sorry. I love how I'm like, this takes a really long time for anything to happen, and then I'm also like, I'm not going to do the next plot thing. I want to know if I go downtown, will I run into her? Like, is this a side story? Is this a side quest? There's East Street. Yep, this is the downtown district. I was right. Okay, I feel like I would have just run into her when I came in here if she was here. So, and she's probably like plot related. Just real quick, I want to let's the exchange shop. Is this also? No, that's the Usuyama factory. Okay, so nope, we can't catch up with her, or if we can, I don't know where to go. Alright, so let's finally get to the police station. Sounds like a plan? Sounds like a plan. Dun, 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 dun. that you, Franz? I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, good to see you, Lloyd. Been about a month since the police academy graduation, hadn't it? You didn't pass the detective qualification. Didn't you pass the detective qualification exam? Your assignment? Wait, don't. You're assigned to one of the investigation division right off the bat? Well, not exactly. No big deal. When we started your pal Franz here because detective too. Can't know you to help explain anything I don't understand in the textbooks. Oh? I remember you. You were the first face I saw, literally, because you had a face. Oh, Lloyd? Hello again. Saw the request from the terminals. Here we are. Great, I've been waiting for you guys. Meet your acquaintance. I'm Rebecca, head receptionist at the CPD. And I'm Franziska, also receptionist. I just properly introduced myself the other day. What you mean to say is we were scolded by the vice commissioner for let a bracer steal all our credit? Yo. I'm sorry, everyone. It's pretty unfortunate for your first. I cannot. There's not enough voices in my throat. Don't let it bother you too much. SSS was only established recently. I'm sure you're all still trying to get the hang of things. Help in hand. Don't hesitate to rely on us. Warms my heart to hear you got an angel like you out for us. Yeah, too kind. Do you mind explaining the additional details regarding the support requests? Of course not. Let's get started. First of all, HQ has assigned a dedicated operator to support with the SSS. Our young Fran right here. It's a pleasure to work with y'all. So Fran will be supporting us via our enigmas. Well, my specialty isn't really supporting you guys in the field. I'm using support and process completion of support requests. You know, via the Orbital network. Oh, so I don't have to come in and report stuff in. I can just finish stuff and get the rewards. That's. I mean, I don't know if I like that or not. It's cool and I like it, but also. In other words, the SSS will be accepting a myriad of different requests from now on. There's a request for manual process reports we submit to her through our terminal. Okay, I do have to go to the terminal. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. It seemed a little bit too hands-off to just report things instantly. I always kind of liked going in and being like, ding, ding, ding. We don't need to come to headquarters every time we need to submit a report. Is that right? Precisely. Once reports are approved and processed within the system, send the proper compensation your way. Furthermore, when your DP accumulates beyond a certain threshold, your rate will also increase. Basically, all my new duties for the very first operator of the SSS. So we can avoid all that irritating paperwork by using the terminal down at the Triple S building, right? That's right. Actually part of the Orbital Network Initiative and Crossbell. Tio, the terminal of the SS has been installed and tested yet? Yep. Ready for reports at any time? Support requests are requests submitted to the various individuals to the Triple S. It's S3, that's what I call it. It's been too long. These requests vary from person to person, ranging from simple assistance requests to formal investigations to monstrous terminations. There's a few special cases. You retain the right to decide whether you'll accept a support request or not. If you do accept that, make sure to complete them within the given deadline. As far as the current support requests go, it will accept and report them on the Triple S terminal. Once examining the request, details will also be recorded in your detective notebook. Can you make a habit of checking the terminal each morning? Go to the terminal, we get it, come on! In investigations, successful your achievements within the CPD will be noted. Also, will determine the amount of detective points earned. Extra DP may be obtained based on your performance during missions and requests. Your DP. I'm sorry, I cannot read this and not think of double penetration. When your double penetration reaches a certain threshold, you will be promoted. Currently, your range is divided in 15 levels. All right. And now I think we're ready to move on with something that will actually happen. That's really pretty. I'm sorry, I get super distracted by things that are beautiful. So beautiful. And then it's in the lower level? Oh, it's right here? Okay. Hello, you reached the CPD. This is Fran speaking. Allow me to go over your reports. Excellent. Let's... Fantastic. Okay. Lost item search. Okay, I misread that as Trout, which is from Breath of Fire 2, and I was like, Trout, what? I lost some items in the city. I'm looking for someone to help me find them. You'll see me at the Hotel Millennium, the entertainment. I'll wait in my room. See original fair division reviewing registrations. So okay, Hotel Millennium and here's a monster. The Megalo Bat has been cited in the Geofront's A1 session. Let's go do it. Get me out, guys. There's extermination ourselves. Looking for a bit of redemption, Lloyd? I am. Only because of Arios McLean came out unscathed last time. Time to prepare, I don't believe we could have handled it on our own. But this is our first official day on the job, so I want to start off with a bang. Like the way you think. We better get to work on fixing our questionable image. Got a plan? I guess she's head to Geofront when we're ready. Let's go? So yeah, basically, in a weird backwards think, you always want to do the urgent ones last, because the urgent ones, dictate when the plot moves. So you have infinite time until you do the urgent request. Okay, so we need to go to City Hall. If you're to change your address, come to the right place. Excuse us, we're with the CPD. You're in response to a support request by City Hall. Oh, you're with the police? What? I wasn't expecting you to respond so quickly. Yes, let me explain. Remember the registration's correct? Wishing to move crossbow must visit the register for residency. Now these people freely move in and out of the city without going the appropriate avenues. More difficult for students to travel at all. You can help to verify any vacant resident in the city. Okay. That's literally our job. It's actually important. In capturing criminal activities. And the document's timing matter is critical. Oh yeah? Go figure. Get first a wine on the city and get a I already did that! Very much. These documents over to you. 3 different locations in total. Near the entrance to the residential district, East Street. Yep, okay. Thanks for taking care of that, Elle. Yep. I'm sorry, I will not voice act everything. I refuse. Things that are relevant, things are like, yep, we're gonna go do this now. I'm like, my throat only has so much oomph in it. And I also want to go to the hotel. The hotel. There it is, Hotel Millennium. And they said to go to his room, so he's going to be upstairs. There we go, found him. I am so done with walking. Might as well cut my losses and head home. Excuse me? Any chance you see mid-quest the special support section? Okay. Hold on. Let's think about this for like 2 seconds. We walked into his room and he didn't know it was there. We didn't even fucking knock. We just barged in. We are fucking cops. Oh, you guys are just police officers. And you're actually gonna come. Was mentioned you lost some of your belongings? Could you explain what happened? Yeah, of course. Sorry, it's so frustrating. I don't have the energy to cry anymore. You see, I love shopping. So I thought I'd spend the day checking out some random shops around the city. Just you noticed there was a gaping hole in my bag. It was already too late. All my stuff had fallen out. Well, like forever, I couldn't find any of my belongings. Man, that sucks. On a full day, now your stuff's hanging out where you dropped it, to be honest. There is a chance the passerbys may have picked your belongings and turned them in somewhere. Would you please state the locations you visited during your shopping spree? Sure thing. I had to dock the department store first. Good amount of time there. Brand name stuff they have on display. Can you blame me? Sorry, beside the point. Went to the East Side Marketplace until stopping at the harbor just to notice the tear. Searched everywhere, even after spending the whole day. Look, I couldn't find diddly squat. And I lose my wallet, souvenir I'd bought, and something else. I lost 3 things in total, but about the last one. You're gonna tell us you can't remember what it is, aren't you? There's been enough for us to go on. I'll start by searching around the place you visited. Alright. So first things first, I guess this is why you need a decent understanding of the city. We don't need to be in the back alley. I forgot the back alley, to be honest. Okay, here's Central Square. So we'll go to the department store, because that's one of our locations. Excuse me. Do you happen to have a lost and found here? You've lost something? And while I search the lost and found, we have a few things on hand. What are you looking for? A few things. You got trout stuff? Hopefully. I'm sure they have draws, how big the building times is. John said he lost his wallet, a souvenir, and a third thing. Upon reflection, they've been wise to ask for details of each of the items. The customer whose wallet fell out of the hole of his bag? Now, we only discovered it after the fact. Is that stuck out like a sore thumb? He most certainly did. Happy laughing, cracking jokes with every person he ran into. On the way out, his bag caught one of the zipper display cases. Going up later, he found the wallet. Never bothered to come here to search for it? We won't open it right away. Hey, you guys are lifesavers. Okay, and then we also... No, I don't want Station Street. What is this? Is this... Nope. I know one is on East Street and one is in... Is it over here? I'll just have to check the... I pull up my detective notebook. There it is. East Street's Market, residential district. Whoa, I am.
任せろ。行くぞ。
任せて。さてと。
This is the harbor district. Where's the residential district? This is where he stopped, correct? I'm so bad at remembering things, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is the Harbor District Park. Excuse me. You see, I was looking around recently. You looking for something? Actually, now you mentioned it, there was some weirdo hanging out in the park earlier. I remember yelling about a hole in his bag, so you think it was the end of the world with how much you're freaking out about it. That certainly sounds like him. So from a distance, I have no clue that he might have been lost. Well, one customer mentioned finding solid ground earlier today. Now in the park here pretty often, so we should be able to why not try and ask her more details? Is it you? Excuse me? Haven't seen anything lying around? Something seemed to be left behind? Oh, lost something? Found something stuck in the grass on the outside of the park. Kind of curious, so I picked it up. It's just in time. It was nearly blown away by the wind. I think you guys are looking for. Here, it's all yours. That is going to be a problem because, like, department store in Central Park? Oh, East Street's Market? Okay, that's what the other thing is. There's East Street. Is there specifically an East Street Market? Is that what this is? No, this is a tavern and inn. Did he move? There's also an East Street vacancy I'm supposed to confirm. It does not appear as though this is the vacancy. This is the building directly to the right of the bridge. Was it supposed to be vacant though? There's not so many signs, but quite the opposite actually. We're going on another fishing trip sometime soon. I bet you would, wouldn't ya? Excuse us, sir. We're with the... He's interested in joining. I'll gladly accept ya. Welcome to the Fisherman's Guild. I'm glad to see a number of fishing enthusiasts joining us. Joining the Fisherman's Guild? Pardon me. What exactly is this place? Ah, sorry about that, kid. Gathering of grounds for fishing enthusiasts. The Crossbelt branch of the Fisherman's Guild. Hey, kid with the blue and white jacket. Looks like you handled a few rods before. Haha, if you know what I mean. Elbow, elbow, wink, wink. You sniff out talent and see a sedge away. How about it? Looking to get your bait on? I mean, I used to go fishing when I was a kid. I'm working right now. Anyway, this might go without saying, this building isn't vacant, right? When the records to the City Hall, this place should be unoccupied. What? Of course it's... What? Of course it's not. That's impossible. Dude, we're in the process of planning our next fishing event. Well, not like a vacancies. Apartment complex by the name of Acacia right up the street. There's a vacant room in there if that's what you're looking for. Acacia had 2 buildings up from us, left the Bracers Guild. Actual vacancies 2 buildings away? Only the records were botched? Yeah, there's the Bracer Skill. I thought there was a market on East Street. I mean, that there's no one there, but that doesn't seem super vacant. Excuse me? Anyone home? I'm not sensing anyone inside. What are y'all doing out there? And there's a vacant room. I asked you to move away about a half a month ago. You contact the landlord directly if you're interested in moving in. Guess the vacancy on East Street was referred to this apartment. You still did not file proper papers or something when you split? It reminds me, no receptionist had mentioned their records may not be completely accurate. Do you know what she meant by it? Okay, but then I do still want to know, like, where's the market? Because they said the market, I mean, I guess it's down here. Excuse me? Haven't to find any lost items around here lately? Lost item? Let me think. I'm afraid not. I had the stall, but I wouldn't notice him picking up anything weird off the ground. What about you? Okay, Lusa, I can't say we have, sadly. I'm surprised people lose stuff here all the time. Are asking anyone else? Somebody may have picked it up. Oh, what's that? You lost something? Sorry, I haven't picked anything up. Only the crack of dawn. Figured I would notice the doohickey you two. Important when I asked the police to help find it. Just have your badge be like they did. Okay, fishies, fishies. All the boys in my house are hefty eaters. Total pain in my behind, but I have enough food for all of them. Of course, the last person I talked to thought I'd be pretty lucky the other places, so I can't complain overly loud. Excuse me, happen to have found any lost items around here lately? Lost something, eh? Actually, wait a sec. Now you mention it, the young man who dropped something here yesterday. Remember him because he made some dumb joke when he stopped by the stall. Just even a hole in his bag because his packs fell out when he wasn't paying attention. Nice. Looks like we hit the jackpot. These folks who said to come and get it for him? I'll leave it with you then. Alright. And that is going to end this episode. Next time, we'll go ahead and confirm the other 2 vacancies, and then make our way to fight a monster, finish up our duties for the day, our daily duties. So, thank you for being here. I'll try not to wait like a month before I record again. Bye.